Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva 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 Krishnaya Vasudevaya Haraye Paramatmane Pranatah Kleshanashaya Shri Govindaya Namo Namah. Dear devotees, with the grace of the Bhagavan Sri Krishna and divine knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita and blessings from the Guru Maharaj, today, after almost 4 weeks of the gap, we are back on our track. Bhagavad Gita is something which is very important for us. And this is why the 4th chapter, chapter number 4, verses number 37 and 38, where the Bhagavan Sri Krishna has emphasized. Yathai dhansi samiddhognir bhasmat sat kurute arjuna Jnanagnihi sarvakarmani bhasma sat kurute tatha nahi jnanena sadrasham pavitra vidyate tat svayam yoga samsiddha Kale natmani vindati. Yathai dhamsi samiddhognir. Agni. Agni means fire. When we have a fire, and in that fire, anything we put is just burned to the ash. Bhasma. Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Bhasmasat kurute tatha. Everything. The fire burn everything. Just remain perish. Bhasma. Similarly, Bhagavan comparing the jnana with the fire, knowledge. Nahi jnanena sadyasam pavitra mihi vidyate. There is no doubt. Bhagavan Sri Krishna has used the word nahi. Nahi, no doubt. right knowledge play a role, a fire which burn your entire ignorance, entire greed, desire, everything, and take us to the Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Yoga Sansiddhi, take us and lead us towards the Atma Tattva. Atma Tattva means reaching out to the soul. Now when we put together here, what is the message for us to understand? Sometimes we think we are intelligent, we are powerful. Yes, we are intelligent. Yes, we are powerful. But in which area? So, right direction knowledge, right direction knowledge lead us towards the productive and sustainable growth life. When we say meet, allow us to the meeting to the Atma means what is the Atma want? Atma want a peace. In the same time, Atma have no desire. So what is why is so many desires sitting in our mind? I want that, I want that, I want to achieve that, I want to do that, I want to do that. So what are the sources are actually telling us you must do that, you must do that, you must do that, you must do that. So this is called the Indriya. Indriya means senses. The senses are telling us that you must do that, you must do that, and then our Indriya guide us what to do, what to not to do. And then we decide which desire will be, we have to be fulfilled, while the right knowledge, right generalized knowledge, right direction knowledge, right intelligence take away us from the desire full life to desire less life. Because whenever the desire comes in a life, there is a self-interest behind it. So for example, when we talk about the desire, I want to have a nice lifestyle in my life. So what is the definition of the nice lifestyle means? So for each one, everybody have a different definition for the lifestyle. Someone says, if I have a good savings in my account, then after I'll be happy. Someone says, if I will have a nice 5-bedroom house with good car and nice holiday, I'll be happy. Each one, if you ask, each one will have a different list of the happiness criteria. And that all comes from the, not based on the need, but based on the creed. Because Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, whatever you need, I am going to provide it. Whatever we need, our need has been already provided by the Bhagavan. We don't have to worry about it. The need, you see, our problem is our focus more into the greed than the desire, or need. So, our need always has been provided by the Bhagavan. If you are a devotee, and if you are devoted yourself, and if you have dedicated towards your work and everything, then definitely your need has been provided by the Bhagwan. But the problem starts, we focus on the greed as well. That's where the sense base, our desire kickstarts. And then self-interest kickstarts. Self-interest kickstart means that if our need is 2-bedroom house, then we say, no man, 2-bedroom house is too small, let me focus on the 5-bedroom house. Now that's where in the 5-bedroom house, what we're going to do it, then we said, now we must have a one room for child, one room for this, each room must have a different color and different curtain and this. All those things kickstart after that. But basically our need is only 2-bedroom house. Subject, Bhagwan Sri Krishna says here is right knowledge. Right knowledge is satisfactory knowledge. The knowledge which gives us a satisfaction without self-interest, without our greed, and that knowledge will burn everything. Otherwise, no matter how many times we read the Bhagavad Gita, how many times we read the Mahabharata, how many times we read the Ramayana, how many times we do this, all other things, but we will never ever going to be reached to the conclusion of the life. But if we have right direction knowledge, then we will definitely, even these 2 slokas can lead us towards the conclusion of the life, means ke focus on the need and then satisfaction. Need and satisfaction both is very important in our life. But always there is something which doesn't allow us to become a person who can say, I am satisfied. And what is not allowing us is our sensual pressure. Our eyes, our ears, our nose, our tongues, our mind, our external elements. As soon as we see somebody's growth, somebody's progress, automatically we ask ourselves, that person don't even know anything and look at this, how he or she is living. And I'm more intelligent than he or she, but what type of life I'm living. But yet we forget, is the Bhagwan has given you opportunity to live with the less and build a divine cosmic power within you by following the spiritual practices. And remember one thing is, when Bhagwan don't give us things which we think we should get, that means that Bhagwan want to protect us from those negative element which is related with that one, comes with it. And Bhagwan wants us to be focused on our spiritual journey. And if we take that way, then life will be a beautiful. The problem starts is we always compare ourselves with everybody else. But we forgot there is somebody who will be compare yourself with him or herself as well. Remember, whatever we got, there's many millions of the people haven't got it. We must also think that way as well. That is why I'm saying right knowledge. Knowledge is supposed to be gives you a right direction, sustainable growth, and in the same time, peaceful lifestyle. What if we have all luxury in a life but we don't have a peace? And that is I will say 80% cases is like that. 80% cases have all luxury in the life but a life without peace. Every evening take the tablet to sleep. Yeah. But a person who don't have a luxury sleep without tablet. Relaxed mindset, go to the bed and gone, finish, sleep. Eat everything and anything. And then in the same time, when life teach us a value of importance of what we have it, then it may be too late for us to understand and realize what we have lost to get what we wanted. Bhagavan Sri Krishna says beautifully, Bhasma, burn your desire, burn your need, focus on your need, burn your greed. Main thing is burn your greed. But how can we burn the greed? Then we must learn from Vibhishana, Kunti Mata, Shabari, Mirabai, Narsimeta, Hanuman, Bharat. They all had all luxury in their life. Bharat had an entire kingdom to rule 14 years without any complication. But what he did, he said, my principles is very important. Right knowledge. Kunti Mata, everything she had it. She could have become a queen of the entire kingdom of the Hastinapur if she wanted. But she did not focus on those things. Mirabai, wife of the prince, did not focus on those luxury. Every single name which we understand, Vibhishana, who was the brother of the Ravana, golden Nagari Ravana, Lanka, and everything is gold. Did not focus on those things. Because they have reached them higher level of the understanding, maturity of the knowledge. They have burned them desire with the knowledge. Otherwise, what happened in our life, let me tell you. There was one Bhagwan devotees. If I say Bhagwan devotee, says he was devoted towards the Bhagwan very nicely. One day he decided that he is going to do the tap, sadhana. Okay, so he started his tap, his sadhana, his entire, put his everything into that. When you do the tap and sadhana, you develop your spirituality, you develop your aura, you develop all the chakra, powerful life, powerful balance, and everything you develop. Means that you are full of the positive vibe and positive energy in your body. And then one day Bhagwan appears front of him. You had done lots of sadhana. Ask, what do you want? Then he said, okay, I need Vardhan. Vardhan means that if I touch anything, that should become a gold. Bhagwan says, okay, I'm giving you a 48 hour before you ask, you think about it. He said, but why must I wait 48 hours? If you want to give, you can give it to me right now. I'm asking with the fully consciousness. I'm aware about it, what I'm asking. But Bhagwan says, once I will give it to you, I can't reverse it. You must be careful about it. He said, yeah, I know what I'm asking and what I want. But still Bhagwan says, I'm giving you a 48 hour. Take it your time. But because of the greed and desire and everything has made that person completely blind, only he thought 48 hour gold and gold and gold. Nothing else. After 48 hours, Bhagwan came again. Have you thought? He said, yes, I have thought in depth, and I want what I ask you to do. Bhagwan says, Tathastu. Tathastu means from now, this moment, whatever you're going to touch is going to turn into the gold. That person becomes so happy. Yes, I'm a powerful personality. And then he went, first he touched his door handle, turn into gold. He touched his door, turn into gold. Wow, wow, wow. Ketli happiness. Aha, badur sonu. Everything gold. Then he went in his lounge, touched sofa, window, curtain, everything gold, gold, gold. Aha, such a beautiful day he had it. In evening, he sit on the table, he touched the table, dining table, gold. Plates, gold. Spoons, gold. Now, time come to eat. As soon as he touched the food, turned gold. Now he realized why Bhagwan gave him a 48 hours. He touched apple, gold. You have a golden apple, but you can't eat. This is what I'm saying. 80% luxury can't give us a peaceful lifestyle. Anything we touch is gold means this is our life. Anything he touch, gold, gold. He can't drink water, he can't eat because everything is gold. By mistake, next morning he touched his own daughter, turned gold. He realized his mistake, but now it's too late to correct it because Bhagwan has given warning to him. Bhagwan has given him all the time to think. And this is why Bhagwan Sri Krishna says, knowledge which is supposed to burn your desire, which is supposed to give you a direction and supposed to give you intelligence, what decisions you take with your fully consciousness, awareness, and in fact with the spirituality. Spiritual angle is very important behind it. Today we all run behind the luxury and benefits and financial benefits and many other things. They guaranteed, they no doubt on it. But by the time when we calculate our entire life and then what we have achieved, it's like that. Everything we touch is a gold and then we have achieved nothing. After that, we realize it is too late. While the spiritual knowledge under the shadow of the spiritual master Very important is. What is the under the shadow means? The spiritual master protect you from all those negative elements which takes you away from the spirituality. The shadow, tree shadow, you know what? Tree gives us a shadow, shelter, nicely. If it's a 35, 40 degree temperature, and if you go under tree, we feel calm. That's a spiritual master does. Mentors, masters, that is their job to do. That's why they are. And Bhagavan has allocated them that task to do it. Umbrella protect us from the rain. That's why they are there. But what happening, the knowledge which we supposed to take it from the right personality, we not taking. And then we are choosing, we are selecting so many shakunis in our life, which are playing a role with the self-interest and self-benefit into the life. And that is why we are not getting the benefit, a spiritual benefit which is we supposed to get. Now when I say spiritual benefit, that means what is our spiritual benefit? Spiritual benefit supposed to be have a real power, real knowledge, real enthusiasm. But the problem starts when we have a different channel who guide us in a wrong direction. That's why Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Jnanagni sarvakarmani bhasmat kurute tatha. Actually, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says sarvakarmani. Sarvakarmani means if we light the fire of the knowledge in our life, even our karma also can burn. Negative karma also can burn in that fire. That much power, the real knowledge, we have it. But real knowledge comes with the responsibility. This is why I gave example about that gold. If that person had a little bit extra knowledge under the shadow of the spiritual master, instead of asking the gold, he could have asked, give me a vardhan which I can do the more welfare for the many human beings. More seva and more people I can uplift. So, if as many people you uplift yourself through your spiritual power, you yourself automatically grow spiritually as well. Because it's work as a like in a financial term, if I tell you, it work as a like compound interest. So more you invest, more interest you get. But in which direction you investing, that is the important things. So your direction investment means if you are investing into the seva karma, bhakti karma, devotion, and then all other things, then automatically your positive karma balance will be increased with them blessings as well. But if you investing yourself with the self-interest, self-benefit, self-thought behind it, and doing the seva karma, then you are actually increasing the more papa karma than the punya karma. Because every single decisions you will take it, behind it your self-interest will be involved. Not a welfare for the human being, and not a benefit for the human being. Likewise, as I said, explain about the Kans and the Ravana, Duryodhan, Shakuni, Dhritarashtra. Many of them did not actually focus them knowledge in a right direction. In fact, leave all others out. I'm talking about in Mahabharata, Dronacharya. That person, Dronacharya, who was the guru of the Arjun and who was the guru of the Duryodhana as well. But who has taught him? Bhagwan Parshuram has taught him. So Dronacharya's guru was the Bhagwan Parshuram as well. Dhanurvidya means how to use the bow and arrow, Bhagwan Parshuram teaching. Bhagwan Parshuram teach the Dronacharya that knowledge. Dronacharya passed that skill to the Arjun, but while in the same time Bhagwan Parshuram also give the knowledge, teach that Dhanurvidya to Karna as well. And that is the only one reason the Bhagavan Sri Krishna was guiding to the Arjun how to handle the Karna. Because Arjun's fight was not with the Karna. Arjun's fight was the one of the Shishya of the Bhagwan Parshuram. And Bhagwan Parshuram was powerful in Dhanurvidya. Nobody can match him. Karna was the only one person who in that Sena where Bhagwan Sri Krishna himself has told Arjun how to handle the Karna. But I'm coming to the original point between for the Karna and the Dronacharya. They both was powerful personality. Personality means them nobody can match them knowledge. We can understand that Bhishma Pitamaha had a family compulsion. He just kept quiet. We understand. But these two had no family compulsion, and there is no reason for them to keep quiet. But what exactly happened to them, which made them to follow the path of the adharma? This level of the personality who knows everything, who can teach the people like Arjun and Duryodhan and Yudhishthir and Bhim and Nakul, Sahadev, and many of them. What was going on in that person's mind? Now I'm going to come to that two reasons. Karna, all the same. Personal interest versus the public interest. This is what I'm coming to point away. Dronacharya's friend was Drupad in a childhood. In the childhood, the Drupad has promised Dronacharya that whenever I'm going to become a king of my kingdom, you are my friend, I will give you a half kingdom to you. No problem. And then after Ashwatthama birth, Dronacharya decided to go to the Drupad and seek help. Now here is a two personality. I'm coming to the point where the Sudama was the same situation, and he went to the Krishna as a friend, and here Dronacharya went to the Drupad as a friend. Both. Sudama going to the Krishna, thinking that I'm going to ask, but he could not manage to ask. Although Krishna had everything, Krishna can give everything, no problem. Even if he He had asked, he could have given. But Sudama says, no, why must I ask? Finish. I'm going to meet my friend. Finish. Done. I don't want to ask. Krishna gave everything without asking. But when Dronacharya went to the Drupad, and then Dronacharya says, Drupad, remember your promise. But I don't want your half the kingdom. I just only need a one cow for my child to feed him. Because of the Drupad was the king, and he had an ego in his mind, kingdom as a king is an ego, Kshatriya ego. And he said also, look, Drupad or Dronacharya, you are a guru, you are a spiritual personality. If you want, I can donate you 100 cows, no problem. But if you're asking as a friendship, I can't give you anything. Because you and me cannot be a friend. Look at this now. Because both had their personal interest. While the Krishna and Sudama had no personal interest. I'm talking about the knowledge. While the Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, what knowledge can do to you, and then what we are actually implementing that knowledge, and why we are feeling in our life. Because of these two examples, I'm giving you a parallel. Maturity of the knowledge, Sudama had it, and maturity of understanding, the Krishna had it. And then because of that, the friendship remained forever. And today, still today, we are singing about them, bhajan Krishna Sudama. And then, personal interest and self-interest, despite the having a high knowledge personality, the landing up with the fighting. End was the fight. Dronacharya says, okay, now because you don't want to consider me as a friend, finished, done, carry on. Now I'll prove you who I am. Look at this. Because now ego get hurt. And then I'm going to prove you, and then carried on, and then life lead towards the end where they are right now into the battlefield. Karna, powerful personality, intelligent personality, knowledgeable personality, born with the protection, fully protection, Surya Putra, son. Personal interests. Duryodhana says, Karna, I will give you the kingdom. Don't worry, you are my friend. I will give you recognitions. Now, since Duryodhana has given me a recognition, now I'm obligated to do everything for Duryodhana. But why? You could have make your own kingdom if you wanted to, because that much power you had it. But you just wanted to prove that you are equals to everybody. And that is why both landed up into the hand of the Duryodhana, and Duryodhana has used everybody for his malified interest. And then behind for entire circle it was Sakuni, was one of the another character. But before we blame Duryodhana and Sakuni and everybody else, we must ask ourselves, okay, these are the two characters in the Mahabharata. Was it necessary for them to involve in this kind of a situation? It wasn't necessary, but they involved. Why? Because of self-interest. And to a point, wherever we think ourselves, that exactly happening to us. We are compromising our life. We are compromising ourselves. We are compromising everything. Because our self-interest involved. If we have a friendship like Krishna Sudama, if we have a life like Krishna and Sudama, without asking everything, we will get it. When Vibhishan went to the Bhagavan Sri Ram, he did not have any desire. He did not ask anything. He just went, he said, I am coming to you. Bhagavan Sri Ram welcoming with open-hearted, knowing that a person is coming to my doorstep. Knowledge is something which is, we must realize, Okay, is our knowledge giving us a right direction or not? Is our knowledge is helping us to improve our life or not? Question we need to ask ourselves. Otherwise, we might landing up into the situation like Karna and Dronacharya. Dronacharya then went to the Hastinapur. And once he went to the Hastinapur, he was supposed to give a knowledge to everybody, equal knowledge to everybody. But there was a contract conditions. In that contract was he can only give a knowledge to the only prince of the kingdom, nobody else. And that is why I'm coming to that story, which is I'm talking about where this entire story starts. No matter, even if you are a knowledgeable person, does not mean that you are intelligent. Because that revenge mindset Dronacharya was sitting, he accepted that clause, I will give only knowledge to the only prince of the kingdom. And who was the prince? Panch Pandav and 100 Kaurav. That's it. After that, when the Karna father took a Karna to give a knowledge, he refused Dronacharya. Not only that, Eklavya also had a very beautiful skill. I'm telling you. Eklavya was equal Dhanurdhari like Arjun. But injustice, he was a victim of the injustice likewise Karna as well. And injustice happened because of the clause where the Dronacharya has accepted, and Dronacharya has accepted that clause by compromising his self-respect and self-dignity and self-devotion to please the self-ego. And because of he just wanted to please his self-ego, he only focused on to the certain elements of the human beings. And then after, when he went into the real life, after the teaching the Pandav and Kauravas, he can teach everything else, but he did not teach how to live with the peace, harmony, and unity, because he himself wasn't even interested to live with the peace, harmony, and unity. That is why in a Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says your spiritual mentor is very important, your spiritual guide is very important, your spiritual shadow is very important, your spiritual guru is very important. As soon as your self-interest kick-start into this entire spirituality, I'm not even talking about the materialistic life, leave the materialistic life, we only talking about the knowledge, Jnana. As soon as your self-interest kick-start into this spirituality, to a point definitely there will be injustice to many. And when that injustice kick-starts, you're going to do the wrong things. And those wrong things will lead you to the wrong decisions in your life. And those wrong decisions will bring towards the end is the way the Ashwatthama, so the way the Dronacharya and Karna end came. With no respect. Because when you compromise everything, then you're compromising your respect as well. When you compromise your dignity, your high level of the spirituality, then definitely you're compromising your values. Your own values, you are undermining your own values. And that was the very much reason nobody listened into this assembly of the Dhritarashtra. Nobody, including Duryodhan and then other, did not listen to those powerful personality who was sitting into the assembly. And nobody can stand up and control Duryodhan, which he was doing the wrong things, and nobody can stand up and said, you are doing wrong. Only one person was the Vidur who could have done, who was standing up, but he was the only one. He was the only one. Others, despite they had a power, did not manage. Why? Because they all has compromised their self-respect for the personal interest in that assembly. When the Krishna Bhagavan went as a peace messenger and the Duryodhana was consistent insulting, nobody said anything to him. Could not manage to say because they have all compromised for the personal interest, self-interest. As soon as in any karma, remember, in any karma, your self-interest kick starts, then you're compromising with everything. Once that compromise comes, you lead towards all the disaster of your life. Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, that is why it's very important. That's why when I was starting slowly. Because we have to understand, we have to grasp the message. So self-interest comes with the extreme desire. Self-interest comes with the greed and the desire. In the same time, self-interest comes with our surrounding environment. Bhagavan Sri Krishna teach us, कि भाई, so what if you did not get? Subject is so what? So what if you did not get what others got? Maybe Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, कि भाई, I did not give you because I was new, कि if I'm going to give you, you're going to walk on the wrong path. And I, as a Krishna, and you as my devotee, as a Krishna, I did not wanted you to go on the wrong path. But if you force me to do, then you will have to. Then I can't help you. Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, then I can't help you. When something doesn't go right in our life, we mustn't complain. Why we mustn't complain? Because Bhagavan Sri Krishna has a bigger plan than our plan. When we fly in the sky, we have a full trust on the pilot. Because we don't know how to fly. Only pilot know how to fly. So if in our life is Krishna is a pilot, then why must we worry about it? With that thoughts, today we are ending our Bhagavad Gita talk. From tomorrow, Ganesh Utsav is beginning. We will have a daily Mandir broadcasting as well. Next week, Sunday, will be the Yagna, Visarjan. And then next week, Monday, we will be continue this Bhagavad Gita talk. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hare Paramatmane Pranata Klesha Nashaya Shri Govindaya Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. We'll do the Aarti now. सांझ पड़े दिन याथ में चकवा चकवीरो चलो चकवा क्या जय सांझ पड़े मत रोय गौरी पूछे गोरिया कौन भले रो देश સંપત હોય તો ઘર ભલા, નહીં તો ભલો પરદેશ. ધીમીર ગયું રવિ દેખતા, કુબુદ્ધિ ગઈ ગુરુ જ્ઞાન. સંપત ગઈ અતિ લોભશે, ભક્તિ ગઈ અભિમાન. અભિમાની કુંજર ભયો, लियो अपने शिर भार. ताके जमरा कूट से जेम लोडू गढ़े लुहार. श्री राधे कृष्ण भगवान की जय. ओम जय कानाकाड़ा प्रभु जय कानाका. मीठी मोरली वाड़ा, मीठी मोरली वाड़ा, गोपीना प्यारा. ओम जय कानाकाड़ा कामण गारा. कान कामण बहु कीधा, प्रभु कामण बहु कीधा. माखण चोरी मोहन, माखण चोरी मोहन. चित चोरी लीधा. ओम जय कानाकाड़ा नंद जशोदा घेर. वैकुंठयुतार्यूं प्रभु वैकुंठयुतार्यूं. कालिया मर्दन कीधु, कालिया मर्दन कीधु. गायो ने चारी. ओम जय कानाकाड़ा गुणकणा तुझ पार के में नहीं आवे. प्रभु के में नहीं आवे. नेति वेद पुकारे, नेति वेद पुकार. पुनीत सुंगावे. ओम जय कानाकाड़ा, ओम जय कानाकाड़ा प्रभु जय कानाकाड़ा. मीठी मोरली वाड़ा, मीठी मोरली वाड़ा, गोपीना प्यारा. ओम जय कानाकाड़ा, ओम जय कानाकाड़ा, ओम जय कानाकाड़ा. कपूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं. सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्द्रे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि. मङ्गलं भगवान् विष्णु, मङ्गलं गरुडध्वज, मङ्गलं पुण्डरीकाक्ष, मङ्गलाय तनोहरि. सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके, शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते. नारायणी नमोस्तुते, नारायणी नमोस्तुते. श्री राधे कृष्ण भगवान की जय. जलेन शीतलीकरणं कुर्यात्. देवतानामभिवन्दनं स्थापितदेवताभ्यो नमः. निराञ्जनं समर्पयामि, निराञ्जनं समर्पयामि, निराञ्जनं समर्पयामि, निराञ्जनं समर्पयामि, निराञ्जनं समर्पयामि, निराञ्जनं समर्पयामि. आरार्तिक्यं समर्पयामि. यश आरोग्यप्राप्त्यर्थे स्वात्मानाम् अभिवन्दनं पात्राद् बहिः हस्तं प्रक्षाल्य. श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपाळु भजमन हरन भव भयदारुणं. नवकञ्जलोचन कञ्जमुखकर कञ्जपदकञ्जारुणं. कन्दर्पय गणित अमित छवि नवनीलनीरजसुं. पटपीतमानौ तडितरुचिसु नौमि जनकसुतावरं. शिरमुकुटकुण्डलतिलकचारु उदार अङ्गविभूषणम्. आजानुभुज सरचापधरु सङ्ग्रामजितखरदूषणं. भजुदीनबन्धु दिनेश दानवदैत्यवंशनिकन्दनं. रघुनन्दयानन्दकन्दकौशल्यचन्द्र दशरथनं. इति वदित तुलसी दास शंकर शेष मुनि मनरंजनम मम हृदय कुंज निवास कुरु कामादि खलदल रंजनम। सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। राधे कृष्ण भगवान की जय। गणपति महाराज की जय। विघ्नेश्वराय वरदाय सुरप्रियाय लंबोदराय सकलाय जगद्विताय नागाननाय श्रुतियज्ञविभूषिताय गौरीसुताय गणनाथ नमो नमस्ते। गणपति महाराज की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। श्मशानेष्वा क्रीडा स्मरहर पिशाचा सहचरा श्चिताभस्मालेपं सृगपिनुकरोटी परिकरम् अमङ्गल्यं शीलं तव भवतु नामेवमखिलं तथापि स्मर्तॄणां वरद परमं मङ्गलमसि। उमापति महादेव की जय। राधे कृष्ण भगवान की जय। कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय। बालकृष्ण भगवान की जय। शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगविद्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं वसुदेवं सुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। आकाशात् पतितं योऽयं यथा गच्छति सागरं सर्वदेवो नमस्कारं केशवं प्रति गच्छति मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुलङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्महं वन्दे परमानन्दममाधवं। त्वमेव माताश्च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेवं। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरं गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। असदगिरिसमं शादकज्जलं सिन्धुपात्रे सुरतरुवर्षाखालेखनी पत्रमुर्वी लिखति यदि गृहीत्वां शारदा सर्वकालं तदपि तव गुणानां ईशपारं न याति। राधे कृष्ण भगवान की जय। जय 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 जगदम्बे आद्यशक्ति भवानी माम्बे मात की जय। नमो देव्यै महादेव्यै शिवायै सततं नमः। नमः प्रकृत्यै भद्रायै नियतां प्रणताः स्मतां विद्युद्दाम समप्रभां मृगपतिं स्कन्धस्थितां भीषणां कन्याभिकरवालखेटविलसहस्ताभिरासेवितां हस्तैश्चक्रधरालिखेटविशिखां शापं गुणां तर्जनीं बिभ्राणां मण्डलात्मिकां शशिधरां दुर्गां त्रिनेत्रां भजे दुर्गां त्रिनेत्रां भजे दुर्गां त्रिनेत्रां भजे। अम्बे मात की जय। आशापुरी मात की जय। महालक्ष्मी मात की जय। राधे कृष्ण भगवान की जय। कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय। बालकृष्ण भगवान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। अम्बे मात की जय। गणपति महाराज की जय। ओम नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर। ओम नमस्ते हमारा अहो प्राणदाता नमस्ते हमारा पिता माता भ्राता नमस्ते महादेव जोड़ित विहस्ते नमस्ते प्रभु जी नमस्ते नमस्ते नमस्ते। जय श्री कृष्ण।